最尾個堂嘅頭嗰兩即係之前嗰兩塊 two weeks。I think you're familiar with this. Suppose 係。
唔知唔記得點名。
哦 ，Who are you？
堅持。
Chinese name no， 我堅持 OK。
因為我啱啱撳唔到入嚟。
哦 OK，and then？
就
Newson， 哦 OK。
唔該晒，唔該晒。
OK，anyone else？Anyone else？ Let me continue. So, for example, your last lesson at the end of April, for example, okay? Then 2 weeks before that, I'll send you the notes first, okay? 最尾個堂嘅2個禮拜前咁啊 send 個 notes 啦。咁跟住咧就the task will be sent to you 1 week. Okay, no. The paper will be sent to the coordinator, right? So I'll receive it 1 week before the last lesson. 嗱，你個 last lesson 咧就唔係 lesson 13，係 lesson 14。Do you remember? Altogether 13 lessons, but there'll be one more clinic section. So altogether 14 lessons. Total 你當14堂 14 lessons。Stop. Okay, altogether 14 lessons. So 點樣 14 lessons? See if I can make it. Okay. 應該唔使 make up class 嘅。Okay. When we will get the paper? 咁你幾時攞到份 paper 咧？就 3 days before the last lesson。係啦。For example, your last lesson 25th, and then we'll upload it to -3, so 22nd, and no earlier than the set date. Okay. 即係話，如果你 last lesson 你25號咧減3日，即係22號 3 days。You should have about 5 days。你應該有5日去做嘅 5 days。明唔明我咩意思 ？And then the submission is 2 days after your last lesson. Your last lesson will be the 25th, so you get it on the 22nd, 3 days, and then submission 2 days later, 27th. Okay. 不過我冇明佢講呢個calendar days 係啦，就唔係咩 working days 係啦。Is that okay? Is that clear for you? I think your last list today is very quickly. We had our first lesson when 14th Friday. 我哋咪14號第一個堂好似係我冇意啫 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 29。嗱，如果4月29係你 last lesson 第14堂 49， 咁即係你幾時攞到份 paper 咧？26號 26。咁幾時 deadline 咧 ？The 1st of May。The 1st of May。5月1號 ，OK。From my memory, if your first lesson is the 14th, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. Originally, 22nd is the 13th lesson, but with the clinic section and no need to make up class, that is the end of April. 你哋最尾嗰堂應該係29號，第14堂 29th of April， 咁即係 26th 26號咧就有份 paper on Moodle deadline the 1st of May. That's it. So any questions here? 我都寫低先嚇。29th is lesson 14, 3 days, 26th. Deadline 1st of May, -3 + 2. Okay, that is E8. Okay, and then 2 weeks before the last lesson, I'll send you the notes. That is 2 weeks, the 8th of April. 4月8號咧就俾個 notes to students to you. Notes to students 2 weeks, and then you have Easter holiday, right? on the 15th. Just we miss one class. No need to make up because the module can end before May. That's okay. Or I'm okay, yeah. Yes, because Friday we don't have holidays except Chinese New Year and also Easter. Okay, done. 呢兩個禮拜前會 send 個 notes to student to Moodle. Yes, just inform you the deadline. Of course, I won't talk about this, right? Entirely. I think you know about this, but I just want to say a word because you're going to submit your assignment. My voice is a bit too soft, but is that okay? Key point. 有個重點咧，大家記住。I'm sure that you don't need to copy from each other. Okay. Something that we can do on our side. Assignment quickly soon. 嗱，你哋應該好快要交個 assignment 係咪？咁都係 online submission。咁逢親咧typed work or even scanned work to computer. The students, I don't mean you, I think some other students may copy from each other because of typed work, computer work. So similarly, it's also easier for checking. Turnitin is a software used at university to check students' work. If they copy from the internet without acknowledging the source, then it will be considered as plagiarism. Plagiarism is a very serious offense to academic integrity, so I'm sure that you won't do this. And of course, it can be easy to check. Some students, they do not copy from each other, I mean within the same class, they copy from the other class, equally disastrous. A case happened last semester, and the student's paper was disqualified. That will affect, the CV. And engineers are supposed to be professionals, right? So you don't want to have your record, affected. So just a soft reminder, do it on your own. Never share your, paper with the others. And not only with your classmates, right? Schoolmates or friends across other campuses. And I'm sure that it will be disclosed. And then now, of course, if you get low marks, I think it's still much better than cheating, because cheating is very risky and you affect your future and also your partner. So never do this. Remember, just a soft reminder. I believe you won't do this. 咁大家都知咧，如果逢親打出嚟個功課啦，或者你寫出嚟功課 scan 上去咧，呢個都係重點嘅，大家聽住。Listen carefully。咁咧既然咁樣咧 ，computer 都有個 software 叫 Turnitin。I'm sure that some other teachers may have told you before。我唔之前有啲同事都同你講過，係啦 Turnitin。咁佢都 check 到大好多 paper or even Ivy students right， 即係你冇 copy from the internet or copy from each other。咁同班隔離班或者 across campus 咧都容易 check 到。逢親你打出嚟嗰啲得 computer work easily check by computer。即係你逢親 computer 嘅嘢就 computer 都可以 check 到，咁所以大家咧好小心啦。Maybe you don't want to ask someone to lend you the paper, but don't lend. To borrow paper from the others. But if someone asks you for this, just report to me. 如果任何人問 paper， 即係你唔係抄人哋問你抄啦 ，just report to me. School is very serious about your academic integrity, especially for online submission. 咁咧大家都 it's just a soft reminder. I'm sure that you won't do this. 我相信你一定唔會做啦嚇。Okay, today's 18. Alright. Okay, any questions? 咁我睇一睇啦。咁I don't think the students tend to cheat, but they don't have enough time, so have a good time management. OK，我哋 continue structure with findings 係啦 ，Unit 3 exercises。OK， can you take out your textbook? Take out your textbook. Any important thing to ask? Yes, reports. I need. Okay. What? Yes. I'll remember your submission of assignment is the 11th of March. 睇一睇啫 ，assignment lesson 8。你哋應該係第8堂教本課。Do you remember? Just a soft reminder. Today is the 18th of February. We still have time, but the deadline is 11th of March. 係啦 ，exactly Japanese tsunami 311嚇 lesson 8。咁no NLP right? NLP 就好簡單啦 ，mood. Do I have? I mean, just a soft reminder. Yes. That is your module. No, not yet. Let's see if I can have the scheme of work. Yes, this one. No, this one. Yes. 大家記住 lesson 8就係教 assignment 啦 ，this one. Can you see that? This one. I think I've passed you the hard copy, but some students were absent, unfortunately. So let me tell you. 其實我應該 pass 個 hard copy to you. Do you remember? 咁呢個咧就係311。I think it's Friday, is that right? And then you submitted to 11th of okay, Friday. You submitted to Moodle. Remember, when you have time, finish the Moodle quizzes and also next languages. Okay, and the deadline is the 2nd of April, the day following April Fool's Day. 咁4月2號就係個 learning portfolio. Even though sorry. 嗱，唔好意思，我久唔久我就飲水。Need to drink water from time to time. To soothe my throat and to clear my throat. Okay, but I think if you have time, try to finish the quizzes. Even though deadline is the 2nd of April. Yeah. 咁大家好似覺得好多時間啦，但係我覺得咧 ，if you have time 咧 finish them all before it's too late, because you'll be getting busier towards the end of this semester. 因為咧你遲啲就會越多功課做嘛。When you have time, finish them on Moodle. This one on Moodle quizzes. 但係呢一個咧就 I mean go to next languages with a special username and password. Okay. 咁大家做咗呢個啦 ，remember this. And then yes, the deadline will be the 1st of May. Yes, we did it previously. It's Sunday. 大家其實咧5月1號就係個 deadline. OK， 咁記住咧個 last lesson 咧 ，last lesson maybe I type it for you. Last lesson is 14th. Lesson 14. Altogether 14 lessons. Lesson 14, not 14 lessons, right? The last day will be 29th. Because some students were absent, so I type it for you. Just a soft reminder. This is the last lesson. It's not It's not lesson 13, it's lesson 14. Okay. And then you get the paper on the 26th. I'll remind you. Okay. But we don't have lessons on that day. Okay, maybe paper, EA paper. The EA paper will be about, let me see, still report, but comparison. Okay, because I teach several syllabi, so I have to recover my memories. Report, assignment 同 EA 都係寫 reports, right? The only difference is, do you remember? 有冇同我記得 report 嘅 assignment 同EA, what's the main difference? Do you remember? Answer my questions, I mean actively. You receive bonuses. 咁我問你就唔係話我自己唔想講，唔明咩意思。但有時咧，你如果 responsive 可能就會比較理想啲。OK。咁啊 ，anyone 記唔記得？兩份咧都係寫reports。assignment 咧就寫到 conclusions。EA 咧就會係加埋 recommendations，但個 setting 有少少唔同。setting。assignment 就會有個 research or something like this。EA 咧係會類似一個 comparison，加多個 section 就係 recommendations。So in other words, for assignment you write 同我記得係咪 title 咧 introduction, methodology, findings, conclusion. That's it. Assignment. And then you're going to refer to a pie chart, to a survey, to evaluate on a product, something like this. 咁有啲嘢要評估咯，淨係寫到 conclusions。但 EA 咧，you have to write more. Okay. Again, title, introduction, methodology, findings, conclusion, but one more, recommendations. And the setting is slightly different. You have to choose between two. 即係兩個揀一個咁樣。But the answer is neither one will be suitable, so that you can write more. 咁結論咧，而家講都得㗎啦，就冇一個完全可以meet your neither of them meets your requirement。呢個就係 EA。Just to tell you in advance. In the past, the student they went to the classroom, and then they did it without the dictionary within 1 hour 15 minutes. So quite challenging. It seems relatively easier for you guys to do it as homework. But I think the requirements will be high because and markers have high expectation on your performance. And I won't be your marker, but I still have a say, especially on your on your performance during the lesson. And in view of the pandemic development, I think not only me, you can see that, right? I don't think we can meet each other until maybe if in a better position, maybe the end of March. If not, then we may have online lessons until the end. Too early to say so, but unforeseeable, unexpected, and unstable development. 我諗大家都估到啦，佢而家應該係3月6號都仲係 online lesson， 咁3月7號啦。I don't think personally, I don't think it's likely that we'll meet each other. I mean, on the 11th， 我諗3月9號應該都唔會係face to face to play safe。咁你話如果好少少啦，and maybe the end of March, maybe we don't know。如果你想啲就3月底啦，如果唔得就可能 I mean online lesson throughout I mean the whole semester. Okay, all right. So fingers crossed.
Miss
係。
May I ask something?
Yes. 唔好意思，我講得細。
我想問下咧，唔係啊。我想問下咧，如果即係 CA 同 EA 之前咧，你哋唔會俾呢即係幫我哋操下咧，即係做下練習咁樣咧？
會嘅，但係EA 咧 in particular because I'm talking about the previous practice。我講翻之前嗰個 practice。EA 就一定咧，尤其是有個 clinic section。CA 就可能 淨係一啲 exercise 可能斬件咯 part by part。因為點解咧？因為 CA 易啲，好 straightforward。我冇俾嗰個 sample 俾大家睇。CA 就可能就係 based on I mean the exercises of the textbook。EA 不嬲都緊張啲嘅，因為 in class assessment 喺班嗰度考嘛，咁同埋you have to get a pass right。咁所以 EA 就好多，譬如可以clean section 啊，drilling on the practice paper。CA 咧就比較 straightforward，咁咧就會變咗做係textbook 嘅 exercises。咁我之前好似俾嗰啲 exercises 俾大家做，即係 about grammar something like this。Can you take it out？ 咁嗰啲都算係嘅。不過你哋好彩啦，係啦。呢個同學都問到historical 咧，同埋咧我以往都嗌學生做嘅，都冇所謂嘅。不過有個問題就係屋企冇個 printer，都唔係個問題。我發現咧，你學生係唔做嘅。不過我都可以嗌大家試下做嘅，但 assignment 就比較 straightforward 咯。如果我俾一份咧，好似俾好多 tips，因為佢嗰啲有 what should I say？ 嗱應該咁講，我先講個中文先。呢個同問呢個問題咧，其實我都有諗過。咁當我俾一啲 practice，譬如我俾份 sample 咁講先啦，譬如本書嗰啲咁樣啦，咁啲學生咧就唔做嘅。點解咧？因為之前計分。OK。明我咩意思？咁你第一樣嘢，第二樣嘢咁你話你可唔可以自己諗一份 paper， 跟住嗌學生做咧？呢個學校就唔俾，咁大家知唔知點解咧？我啱用英文講一次，成個 sorry 就係咧，試過有啲老師出卷咧，就似咗嗰份paper， 加上我自己都係 teacher marker 同埋，咁當然啦，我 set 咗嗰份卷我就唔會 disclose 啦，一定唔會啦。但係咧，佢都唔鼓勵啦。我諗應該咁講，佢唔鼓勵老師咧出一份好完整嘅practice paper。我先講 assignment 先啦，喺 so far 都唔俾嘅，或者 EA 都唔，即係你千祈唔好咁做添，因為咧佢驚如果你出到類似咧，就會覺得係個老師 cheating。但係你知出卷啦，佢約咗佢個範圍都係咁，所以咧如果要每一個老師去出一individual 一個 practice paper 俾學生做咧，佢就應該唔俾嘅，係啦。第二樣嘢斬件就可能會好啲啦。咁但係問題咧，啲學生又正，佢知道 assignment 係計分，EA 係計分嘛，其他嗰啲可能就唔係好踴躍做。但係我都以前係鼓勵學生譬如 face to face， 所以你見我之前咧同埋 business English， 我應該用英文全部講一次。business English 佢個方法就係、你見我俾好多 samples 俾大家睇，記唔記得第一堂除咗派本書之外咧，就係、其實原來 business English 咧，你睇得多咧，get some ideas，你容易啲寫。同埋咧見唔見到我俾咗個structures 嗰度，咁你一個可以個 reference 啦。第二咧有份其實我未講，就係、我自己整嗰份 notes 俾學生，即係有啲 notes，咁我會 tend to 俾啲 notes 俾學生寫咯。第三樣嘢見唔見到我派咗一份咧？所以其實上堂都好緊要係啦，如果冇上到堂嘅，即係少少 disadvantage。我咪有一個嗌大家做 grammar 嘅，記唔記得？methodology， 大家可以拎個答嘢出嚟。methodology 嗰個，咁你反而咁斬件式講grammar 都會。另外一個咧就係講 conclusion， 記唔記得？有一張講 summarize 個 findings。另外咧，你記唔記得我俾咗一份咧，就係書裏邊一啲答案，我都會 group them together。咁因為咧，你睇得多，其實你都會識寫嘅。呢個係一個方向嚟嘅。So 係啦。咁但係如果你話 exercise 都可以嘅，但係就會 focus 喺書嗰度，尤其是assignment。咁 assignment 你又唔使太擔心，因為我諗我俾嘅資料咧，以前我都係俾呢啲嘅資料俾學生。咁如果課室裏邊，我就會派一啲 worksheet 俾佢哋做。如果 completely 成份做咧，就未必，因為 past paper 唔俾做。係啦，咁我又唔可以，因為老師又唔可以自己出份卷嘅俾學生做 assignment， 因為驚如果類似咧學校就，因為試過有個老師都比較搞笑，佢出份卷咧係同真嗰份卷咧係有成8-9成相似，咁自此之後咧學校咧就唔鼓勵，咁所以我哋有啲咩方法做咧？尤其是CA 就會變咗係，譬如啲學生寫 introduction 係比較渣啲咁啊。粗話寫 introduction， 咁樣斬件式就可能會，咁但係都係 based on 嘅 textbook， 加上本書你買咗啦。第二樣嘢就係EA 就反而會多啲 ，EA 你就唔使擔心，因為 EA 個遊戲規則就係一定要 pass 嘅 EA 嘛。assignment 咧合格機會咧就唔一定合格嘅 assignment， 但係有學生唔合格，但係正因為咧佢 assignment 唔合格咧，佢都可以加埋呢個 learning portfolio，所以咧in other words 咧，同學唔做呢個 learning portfolio。如果你諗住呢個25%即係好 calculating 左算右算啊，呢個完全唔做咧，佢個 hidden agenda 係會 fail 嚟嘅，所以我都多謝頭先個同學講啦嚇。所以你發現呢排點解我冇 extra send 一啲，就純粹係 discussion of the textbook 就係咁樣。但係 EA for sure 咧，第一個遊戲規則就係你一定要 pass 呢個咯。所以咧佢就中央整咗好多啦，我哋就會 follow suit，就會俾好多俾你。咁我諗嗱，我希望可以 face to face 啦。咁我就你寫俾我，跟住我會改咧，跟住我派翻俾你。咁呢個都會嘅。但係如果 online 嘅話咧，都冇問題嘅。咁你就 send 佢俾我 email。咁我改完之後咧，可能同你講翻類似咁樣個 setting。咁之前都有 online lesson，就類似都係咁樣情。我試過成個 module，我應該用英文講一次啊。我試過成個 module 咧，就係assignment，照係斬件式嘅 exercise、grammar 諸如此類。assignment 就應該比較 straightforward 啲嘅，係啦，應該冇咩問題。但係反而 EA 咧就會好多 practice，咁就會譬如整份 practice paper 俾你，咁你做完之後咧，咁你就交。但係呢份 practice paper 肯定就唔係嗰個 EA paper 咯 ，for sure 就會類似咁。但係 apart from writing paper 咧，就會有啲 grammar exercises 咯 to supplement。So 係咪劉永佳同學係咪？係嘛？係咪 Peter？I couldn't recognize. Did you ask me such a question? Do you understand? Is that you?
OK
我想問你明唔明？
幫我哋做
係啦，即係其實如果你堅決要求都可以咧，咁我就會用書一個。但係咧
OK
可以嘅，但係咧我相信咧寫嘅同學唔多。第一，佢哋話自己 to be sit 啦。第二咧就係佢哋知道唔計分啦，類似咁樣啦。咁即係呢個我都唔使hidden 任何嘢，大家都知類似咁。不過 OK 嘅，冇問題嘅，可以嘅。但係肯定做嗰啲就一定唔會係你嗰份 paper 咯。同埋咧有少少困難。如果 assignment 成份俾你做，第一唔可以做 past paper， 第二我唔可以出，咁即係做翻書嗰啲都可以嘅，都可以。或者如果你成份做可能太長啦，可唔可以淨係 focus 我寫methodology 或者 findings？ 咁但係可能就係 based on 書個 setting。呢個可以。咁你就可以 send 佢個 email， 跟住我改完同你改翻，咁都得嘅，冇問題。如果唔係咧，就可能跟翻我之前就係啦，類似咁樣個 setting。So do you guys understand? Let me tell you in English once again. Number one，
俾我問多一樣嘢。
係。
咁我俾我問多一樣嘢。頭先講到 assignment 要做嗰啲 research 咧，係我哋係咪會 set 一個題目，跟住之後去做 research 嗰啲咁嘅嘢？
Secondary
文件啊，上網查。
No, secondary
就派文
research。
件啊。
No, all provided。
即係。
all
即係
provided。
俾埋 data 俾我。
Of course.
OK， 明白。OK， 唔該。
Let me show this。係啦 ，Thank you for your question。Let me get back to you。我可以，其實就唔得嘅，不過都可以。assign 係呢個 clinic section 就會好多 practice paper 啦。OK，let me get back to you。呢份咧就唔係先啦，我都驚太過解，我睇清楚先。陣間我病搞錯咗，唔好意思。old 應該可以，睇下先。Let me bring you a 係啦，我當係一個如果上次你有睇咧，我應該有俾到俾大家睇。Simon 睇先，應該係。其實就冇得俾你睇嘅，基本上。但係因為呢個就係俾舊年啦 last year， 咁係出咗街嘅，類似即係釋除大家疑團咧。其實我之前好似俾咗大家睇。咁你哋嗰份 paper 咧就唔係呢份 paper 嚟嘅，就唔會係。咁但係個 setting 都要話你係 somebody 啦，要 write a report 啦，一個 task 嘅啫，咁啊自己做啦，個 word limit 類似咁樣。咁唯一 level 4你就要 explanation 咩 elaboration。呢份其實就應該出咗街嘅，係啦，就係之前啲同學都係 online lesson， 如果冇記錯啊。OK，咁咧長話短説類似咁樣。 Again, you have to 我講埋呢個先，我啱先講翻我頭先講嘅嘢，用英文講嘅啫。Again, you have to write the title， 即係好似平時我哋講嗰啲啦，你要寫個 title 啦。咁呢個唔難寫嘅，你咪寫 report on 嗰樣嘢啦，記唔記得 ？OK。Introduction 咧，佢多數有啲 word limit 咧，for your reference 嘅。咁但係呢個其實都唔緊要，總之你寫到個 point， 譬如你多數好少寫少嘅，你寫多都得嘅。Normally you tend to write more， 但係你寫到個 point 就 OK 嘅。不如我有中有英咯，費事陣間我再全部用。OK，English Chinese right。So normally they provide you with the word limit. Okay, but normally you write more. But don't worry, if you write more than 50, I think it's okay as long as you have these covered. 只要咧你即係你唔係一定寫50字嘅。係啦，你寫到個 purpose、scope 同埋乜嘢記唔記得？Peter，do you remember? Peter，do you remember?
係聽緊。
Do you remember 除咗 purpose 同埋 scope？background 嘛，記唔記得？嗱，佢冇 highlight 到嘅，但係你記得你寫嘅時候，你寫埋個 background 啦。Who asked you to do this？ 記唔記得？邊個嗌你去做啦？咁當然有個 purpose 啦。個 purpose 臨尾咧同個 conclusion 都有關係嘅 ，echoing。記唔記得？因為如果你 purpose to find out the reasons for AIDS， 即係愛滋病嘅原因，我舉例嘅。咁你 conclusion 你都要答 yes or no 啊 ，and then what are the reasons right？ 類似咁，所以 echoing。scope 就係咩咧？有啲咩 areas will cover？ 呢啲就會好 straightforward。多數你話咩咩 due to limited resources，this report can only covers student areas。咁類似話俾人聽你個 report 會寫啲咩就 OK。你攞咗 hard copy 之後咧，你發現我咪俾好多 phrases 俾你哋嘅，咁攞去 for reference 啦。OK，next methodology。咁 again they will provide a sort of a word limit，but this is only for reference。And nobody will count exactly whether you meet the word limit, the requirement or not. They will simply, check your writing, whether you've covered the areas proposed here or not. 咁所以咧，你見到呢啲咧，你可以 for reference 嘅啫。佢唔會一定話同你逐個字數啊，你51佢扣你分，唔會咯。或者你睇清楚題目有冇咁嘅 instructions 啊？如果話寫多字扣你分，你就小心啲啦。如果冇嘅話咧，咁你又冇咁過分。但係佢呢個純粹 for reference， 所以唔使擔心。Methodology 好簡單啦 ，past tense passive voice 嘛，大家記得啦。Findings 咧多數會有一個product 類似咁樣啦。咁咧你就要 describe 下個 functions benefits。咁咧你就唔使自己作嘅 ，all provided。其實咧你今次係要做 evaluation 嘅，即係你要評估下呢個 system 類似咁樣咯。咁寫下佢advantages、disadvantages 啦。呢個純粹 descriptions 啦 ，descriptive adjectives right。最尾咧你就會一個 secondary research primary 咧就係你自己真係去做 research，the research to be done by you。For example questionnaires interview， 但係個 secondary research 咧就係你自己去做，或者啲available。咁咧。available 嘅materials， 咁你都唔使做 research， 但係你就要去揾1至2個 website。所以咧，其實你最尾嗰度大家記唔記得係咪？有冇同我記得？其實你可以唔使1、2、3、4都得嘅，你就咁寫 title 都得嘅。You don't need to number。有冇同我記得 ？Do you remember？ 陳建林記唔記得 conclusion 後邊仲要加多個 point 係咪 ？Do you remember？有冇同我記得？我記得。Very good, well done, bingo。係。
陳建林啊。
係 ，yes I know。你記得臨尾咧要寫翻個 reference。咁你會見到Miss Wong 有時有啲人寫 references， 有啲人寫 reference， 冇咩所謂。Even conclusion 咧，你 EA 就要寫 S 咯。因為佢真係有2個 conclusions， 係啦 ，EA 要寫 S。EA 咧有幾個 S 嘅 findings。conclusions， 但係 assignment 就 findings 一定係 conclusion 就唔使。咁個 reference 咧 up to you 啦。譬如如果你真係2個 website， 你上網揾得㗎啦。咁啊 references 咯。但係其實 as heading 咧，你就咁寫 reference 都得。記得加埋呢個，記得 remember 係啦。咁呢個記得呢個咧就要做嗰個 pie chart。應該我俾大家睇個 pie chart 咧嚇。記唔記得我哋成日咪講嗰啲 quantifier 嘅咩 half 啊 a majority 類似呢個啦。咁你記得個 conclusion 咧要不過當然啦，如果新老師就未必有啲 information 啦。 舊嘅老師先有，即係好似我啊嘛。OK，conclusions will echo with the introduction 嚇，呢個大家緊記，同埋你 summarize 個 key points，咁呢個咧就唔難嘅。你呢份 assignment 唔難嘅 ，shouldn't be too difficult. But for your dissertation paper or for your thesis, then it will be much more difficult. 你哋如果第時大學寫 thesis 嗰啲咧，或者for your work 嗰啲就會要 more detail， 就唔會咁少字。所以大家會發現可能個 focus 可能喺呢度。But I tell you，呢個一定要 leave a good impression 啦，因為開始寫唔可以寫錯咯。但係呢啲都重要，係啦，唔好寫錯 tense 啦，係啦。難就可能係呢度應該係啦，因為你 based on the materials， 你咧其實基本上咧淨係揾多1至2個 website for reference 咁樣去寫。嗱呢個我好快啦，呢份只不過 paper， 你會見到有個 data file， 就係你老細嗌你做啲咩，咁但係其實呢度咧都會有啲答案係可以俾到俾你嘅，係啦，即係裏邊有啲 information 咁。大致上我就唔講啦，因為你都唔會係呢份 paper 啦。跟住另外一版咧就會有啲 photos 啊，有啲 descriptions， 我都唔詳細講。但係咧有個 survey 係做咗嘅，類似個 pie chart。咁你記得咧就要 descriptive， 就唔好就咁84啊、16咩majority 啊，或者 most of the students 啊，或者係4/5係咪啊？4/5 啊，類似咁啊，或者a few 啊，或者 a minority of the respondents， 呢啲都要寫埋嘅。咁所以你份 assignment 唔係好難。同埋咧就唔可以個老師自己 create 一份 paper 俾你做，應該唔俾添，係啦。同埋佢只可以斬件式去幫你去，譬如做啲 grammar exercise 或者點樣寫咁就得。complete 咧就asking students to do a complete one, I think is impossible. And at the same time, teachers are not allowed to provide the past papers for students. 所以呢份我都唔會 pass 俾你哋。雖然佢出咗街，係啦，即係如果你有師兄啦讀過呢個，咁可能佢有份 paper in hand。但係都唔會俾翻俾同學，即係 provide to students as practice。如果可以嘅話，我都唔介意。即係如果可以當係 practice paper 俾你做，但係佢又唔係俾咁樣，咁希望同學明白啦。有冇問題？你份 assignment 3月10號就類似呢份咁。咁你唔會3月10號見到，應該好似1個禮拜前，因為教幾個 syllabus， 我驚我講錯咗，類似咁樣咧。They still give you enough time。佢就會早1個禮拜俾你，即係幾時？The 6th， I'm sorry，the 4th， 係啦。咁你有1個禮拜時間去做，應該 OK 嘅。如果大家唔介意，就可能會嗌大家做下啲 grammar exercise 同埋寫下某啲句子。但係真係做一份咁樣嘅 practice paper 就唔會，佢唔俾添。即係你可唔可以俾呢份俾我做？我唔介意改嘅，但係佢就唔俾。But I show it to you for your quick reference。OK， 都有責任使唔使再講一次？Or you understand？ 我可以用英文講一次嘅，但係頭先我講啲嘢明唔明 ？In response to questions raised by Peter, I think very good questions. I think I was quite stupid. The world won't be so perfect. I should have passed you hard copies of EA as well. So stupid. 我想呢個世界太美好啦。其實應該第一堂咧，將所有可以嘅 hard copy send 晒俾你哋，應該 should be smart enough. Because I think maybe most likely online lessons until the end. 我咧就少少悲觀主義者 pessimist。我覺得就而家咁嘅情況啦，咁嘅 pandemic 嘅 develop， 好彩就4月頭翻學嘅啫。如果唔係 on play safe， 應該可能係online。咁我應該第一堂將所有嗰啲印晒俾你哋，咁就可能會好啲。唔好意思啦，想得世界太美好。Okay, so I've just answered Peter's question. Maybe also, yeah, thank you for his question. Good question. So maybe this is the direction. In view of the, resources available, and mainly teachers are not allowed to create a paper, but I can show you to ease your mind. EA 咧，其實咧就比較淺啲嘅 EA assign。I'm not quite sure. Because there will be a lot of cleaning materials. 係啦，其實反而EA 就真係會好多 exercises，咁大家有心理準備。都可以俾大家望一望 ease your mind。EA 嘅 setting 咧有少少唔同，都係寫呢啲。咁你記得呢個係 conclusions 係啦，同埋加多個 recommendations。咁當然啦，如果你應該就唔使 references，因為佢俾晒俾你。但係因為呢個係 EA 啊 ，online submission 咧佢會係有個 point 嗌你去寫。I think it's very common practice. They will ask you to give an opinion, okay, so that you can differentiate from the others. 咁你就可以同其他人有唔同嘅分別啦。Yes， 呢份 EA 嚟。Yes, again the same. The only difference lies here. 其中一個分別就喺呢度。Assignment 係唔使寫呢個嘅。OK，up to this assignment 就唔使 conclusions， 就 conclusion， 但係都係呢啲咯，係啦。個 setting 就係佢有啲 requirements， 就俾兩個嗌你 compare 啦。但係個答案咧就一定係嘅啦。咁以往啲學生嘅 classroom performance， 冇一個完全符合。Neither one meets the requirement。呢個就係EA。咁咧佢就會嗌你俾其中一個 reasons，for example or any suggestions。OK， 咁你記得 don't share with the others。咁呢個就係 EA。OK，maybe you're not interested in EA, right? We'll tell you later on。遲啲俾大家睇。咁呢個就唔使做 research， 咁所以 all materials will be provided，except that you have to give a reason yourself。咁所以咧呢度就唔使寫 references 啦，但係 assignment 要係啦 for sure。呢個就係 EA 啦。So to save time, I think I've explained. I hope that I should have answered Peter's question. Good question. And anyway, I'll try to give you practice so that you can have more drilling. Okay. But let me get back to you the CS, right? And then we'll continue. Can you tell your textbook Unit 3, the exercises, and then I'll continue with the structure so that you understand the materials for preparing your assignments. Peter, any other questions or the others? Class monitor is absent, right? Lo Wei Chong, are you here? Wang Deklong and Jie Junho, 3 missing. Should be how many? 18. 2 missing, but CS3 missing. Class monitor is absent. And then Jie Junho, is that right? Yes. And one more. Lo Wei Chong, are you here? I think I will 3. Okay. Jie Junho, Wang Deklong. Wang Deklong, are you here? Wang Deklong, are you here? Billy?
Hello.
Okay. When do you arrive? When do you arrive? I think it's okay, but our lessons as usual start at 9:30. So in case if you're a little bit late, just text me the message here. That will do. Okay. Instead of me who discover when you arrive. 咁我冇同學，如果你 arrive, just text me the message. Well understood. Is that okay? 咁你就唔好出現咗，跟住唔出聲。Or you use your mic to alert me. 咁希望其他同學唔好介意 ，please don't mind。因為我個角度同你真係好唔同嘅。As a teacher, I have to take care of your attendance. I hope you understand。有啲同學咧就話who cares, right？ 唔使理啦，佢中意翻就翻，唔翻。But I'm sorry about this. As a teacher, I think I have the responsibility to urge students to attend the lessons. So, Wang Deklong, when do you arrive? Yes, when? Just arrived. Could you catch what I've said as a proof? 因為咧，我都要同呢度啲同學交代咧 because they turn up at 9:30. Just arrived or arrived earlier. I've drunk a lot of water. Maybe we need a break. 點解呢個同學答唔答到啊？係咪啱啱到嘅啫 ？Just arrived。You just arrived 咧，我就係計翻1個鐘頭。To be fair to the others， 我 arrive
10點鐘啩。
10點鐘啊？咁我扣翻你半個鐘頭啦。Fair enough。唔緊要嘅，如果你真 in case 遲到，我諗你 text message here，and then I'll deduct your number of hours，right？ 咁當然唔好遲到啦，但係遲到好過冇到啦嚇。Yes, to be honest，right？ 咁我都要to be fair to the others 啦。如果唔係啲同學就會話Miss Wong 唔公道啦。咁冇辦法，我唯有寫翻你10點鐘係啦。咁但係你都要做一樣嘢咧。I mean same for the others 啊。The others you have to type your arrival time here, please. Okay, done. Is that okay? Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Just in case if you're late, text me your arrival time. I'll do it accordingly. To be fair to the others. Agree? Any objection? 係啦。咁下次記得。咁即係其實應該係班長冇返係咪 ？What's wrong with him? 羅偉聰 and also 謝俊豪 is that right? Peter, can you do us a favor? Can you WhatsApp them? I think you have the group checked, right? Peter, can you do us a favor? Can you call them or WhatsApp them? 因為有冇
淨係 call 阿聰哥係咪？阿班長。
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. No, one more. 謝俊豪 two students, right? Okay. Yes. 好。咁咧因為飲咗水咧 and then also we need a break。因為頭先都答咗啲題目。喂，大家記得咧去 Moodle 嗰度做，記得啊 ？Remember this? Moodle. The Moodle quizzes. Textbook writing the introduction. Page 20. According to my record, 20 to 23. 好啦，我哋繼續講，係啦 ，continue. We have to move fast, right? 可能要講快少少 ，because we have a lot to cover, right? Most likely Unit 7, but we're still in Unit 2. 咁可能有啲唔重要嗰啲我要 skip 咗佢。Maybe we have to move fast for the introduction， 係啦。跟住 and then methodology 我應該會講 and then findings， and then conclusion 就要到 OK。Yeah, I think we need a toilet break. 5 minutes. Is okay? Yes. Let's have a break.